Welcome back, everyone. Today's Wednesday, getting some trades done. I did a single trade, got stopped out on, and then I spent the entirety of the day sleeping. But we'll still recap. We'll go over stuff. Yesterday we had XFOR with Xena and ATNF, which we're watching today for continuation, right? XFOR, ATNF, and BSLK had earnings last night. Let's just talk about that. BSLK, sorry. At earnings, we're supposed to be yesterday. I think they came out last night. So some movement here. I guess this was last night, actually. So good earnings. And then, this morning gapped up, found some more volume. Market open sell-off, which is kind of scary, right? And a big reason why I kind of quit watching this. I should not have, though, because it was a nice play. But what do we have here? Our reversal signal, key level breakout, and hold with our trend, the 200 and the VWAP. We really are looking at the 200 here, though, right? Because it breaks through and then retests it, holding it here. And then the rest is history, right? Where we, expand up, rehold trend. Really good consolidation on the 21 here. And up and up and up and up, right? And up further. What a crazy day this was for BSLK. I missed it. I didn't want to chase it. I was sleeping. My bad. It is raining out today. Super tired, and sometimes it's better just to not make a bad play because you're so tired. But then, of course, when you do catch up on some sleep, this happens, right? So that's just crazy stuff here with that. And then it's bleeding off here after hours. But after such an extended run, you expect that. ATNF. We were on this yesterday, right? Really early in the morning. Just like, we are on BSLK today, or should have been. And I like to be in early, right? I don't want to be chasing. And lots of times when something's running, I'll just watch. I don't need to get in on it unless I'm in on it early, right? I very much want specific setups, and you're probably aware of that now after my 40th video. But this is great. We're watching this all day yesterday, just running. Didn't want to chase it. In yesterday's video, we're talking about how this is 350 million and the market cap's only 30 million. There's still room for it to go, and it did. It jumped up and it was like worth 100 million or something this morning. Maybe it gets more later, but a massive sell-off, right? Just a brutal sell-off today on that. But it's just. Of course, it ran from $3 up to $20. That's insane. Let it cool off, and then it can come back. And then XFOR. This was day 2 continuation as well. We're trading this yesterday, and we actually had really nice trades. We went all the way to our 5-to-1 on this, and then it gapped up this morning and had a nice run, going to what would have been. Now, I sold all my runners yesterday, unfortunately, but if you would have held some, an 18-to-1 risk reward at 125%. That is that's beautiful there. And then this morning, and I wake up, I'm pretty tired. I'm like, okay, let's try something. And then I get smashed, and I'm just like, okay, that's my whole day. I'm done. Then I went to bed. So we got a news pop. We break down on VWAP, and then we reclaim VWAP, right? So we have this bar here opening above VWAP, right? Not opening below and going through, or kind of going through and closing, but a clear open above. So there's our entry. Our stop is below that pullback from the low here, and scalp it up 1-to-1. We almost got it. I should have taken the sale. That was like a 15% trade or something. Oh no, 7%. And we just didn't take it. We were looking for more, wanted my level to hit at 381, and we ended up getting it 379. So I got stopped out. It turned around, and that kind of took the winds out of my sail this morning. And they did have some news for some FDA Fast Track, but whatever. MNTS had news as well. They had like a NASA contract, and this was just a ripper today as well. News pop, pullback, reclaim. This would have been nice entry here. Scalp it up. It did die off in the morning, but you have a nice reversal with a key level reclaim of VWAP, but it does break down again. But, you just have to play it again, how it works. And you could have got a nice move there as well throughout the midday. GBIO had earnings last night. Right, poor earnings, but still popped up. And then it wasn't really trading much, like not a lot of volume here. But when the market opened, volume started to come in. Right, we see an increase in the average volume here, and still not like trading crazy. Current day volume, 800K. That's not a lot. That's very little. But the thing is, the 30-day average is only 280K, right? So it's still, multitudes higher than that. So, not a great play, because a low volume. But a good play still, from 520 to 650. That seems pretty decent. So that was literally the entirety of the day. We'll look at SPY. Popped up this morning, bled down, reclaimed. I did see it here, and I was thinking, oh, this would be a good time for SPY puts. This is going to reject VWAP. It did, but ultimately reclaimed it. So unless you got really good entry exits here, which honestly, this would have paid so heavy, this one bar. Like if you entered your SPY put here, or even here, and exited here, but the thing is, it bounced back so aggressively, right? So it's like, you got to be quick with those things. And then GameStop, I don't think did anything today. We're trading sideways. We've seen Norway open up a massive position. We've seen some other 13s come in, which is great. Makes me think that maybe earnings pops instead of dumping. With all the institutional bags being loaded ahead of time. Maybe it does pop. We'll see. We got 22 days, 21 days. I don't think we have an announcement yet. Utilization down, IV up. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, I'm holding my breath too, right? So, we're talking yesterday about a reversal holding the key level. We have that on the 1 hour. 4 hour hasn't reversed yet, but as long as this price stays above the 50, the dark blue, then the light blue will cross over, right? And then, we can maybe hold that and try to test up to this 24 on the 4 hour. And then, of course, the 1 day where we're still, just right at the bottom, basically. We got a lot of room up to 24, 25, and, hopefully fill that gap up to 28 here. So we'll see. A couple more weeks to go, 3 weeks or something here. So lots of trades to make in the meanwhile. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next.